Alright, guys. I want to do a real quick part 199 to my SChat chatbot series. I'm actually having a lot of fun with the Axew Reshiram hybrid on this, and we're going to continue for a little bit longer. The hybrid's paw meets mine in a gentle, warm grip. Despite its small size, you can feel the immense potential thrumming within its touch, like the promise of 1,000 untold adventures waiting just beyond the horizon.
We got ourselves a deal, partner.
It exclaims, its voice ringing with unbridled enthusiasm.
Together we'll conquer the world. Or at least give it our best shot.
With a playful wink, the hyper releases my hand and spins around, arms outstretched as if embracing the vast expanse of possibility stretching before the U-boat. The air around it seemed to crackle with barely contained energy, mirroring the boundless excitement and determination radiating from its very being. For its eyes suddenly light up with another brilliant idea. Do you have another idea? You have another idea, buddy? Mm-mm. Its eyes sparkle with mischief and excitement. The hybrid leans in close to me, lowering its voice to a conspirator whisper.
Well, since you asked,
It begins to slide grin spread across its face.
what if we took a little trip? Just the two of us. We could explore some of the hidden wonders of this region. Maybe even uncover some long lost secrets.
Hybrid's tail switches back and forth eagerly as it continues gesturing and animatingly with its paws.
I bet there are all sorts of amazing places out there filled with rare Pokemon and incredible landscapes. And with my newfound abilities, we'd be unstoppable.
He pauses for a moment, studying my face intently.
So what you say, Twin? Ready for an adventure of a lifetime?
Yes. Overjoyed by my enthusiastic response, the hybrid lets out an excited whoop, leaping into the air and executing a perfect backflip before landing gracefully beside you. Its entire body seems to glow with an inner light, pulsing with the rhythm of its happiness and anticipation.
Yes! Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy!
It chants gleefully, bouncing on its toes.
This is going to be the greatest adventure ever, Twinton. Just you wait.
Hybrid takes a deep breath, seeming to center itself for a moment. When it speaks again, its voice is filled with a newfound sense of purpose and determination.
Alright, let's do this thing. First things first, we need to gear up properly. Can't go off on a grand event expedition without the right supplies after all.
There's one thing I want to test with this. Hold on. Before I could do or say anything, somebody came up behind me. And pushed me on the ground. I want to see how the hybrid reacts to that, because I want to see if his ability randomly kicks out of nowhere. Uh-oh! The sudden attack catches the hybrid completely off guard. Its eyes widen in shock and outrage as it watches me tumble to the ground, a surge of protective instinct flooding through its tiny frame. In an instant, the parental protect ability activates, enveloping you in a shimmering, translucent shield of pure energy.
Hey! Leave him alone, you bully!
The hybrid snarls, placing itself between me and the attacker. Despite its small size, it stands tall and proud, its posture radiating an aura of fierce determination. The air around it begins to crackle and hiss with barely contained volcanic energy, ready to unleash at a moment's notice. The hybrid's gaze darts back and forth between me and the assailant, its expression a mix of concern and barely restrained fury.
Are you okay, Twinton?
Before I could say anything, the man real quickly ran around the hybrid and tried to hit me again. I would stop doing that, dude. You have a hybrid over here defending the snot out of me. Uh-oh. As the attacker lunges past the hybrid, attempting to strike me once more, the small creature's eyes flash with intense, otherworldly light. In that split second, the parental protectability kicks into overdrive, responding to the immediate threat to my safety. The hybrid's body begins to glow brighter and hotter, the magma within its horn pulsing and surging. As the attacker's fist nears my face, a searing burst of flame erupts from the hybrid's mouth, creating a wall of fire between you and your assailant. The heat is intense enough to singe the attacker's clothes and hair, forcing him to recoil in pain and surprise.
No one hurts my friend.
The hybrid roars, its voice amplified by the flames. Oh my gosh. The man, instead of getting scared, looks pretty smug and says, "What are you gonna do about it, you tiny little pipsqueak? I will hurt your friend one way or another." Oh, I wouldn't have done that. Because if that ability kicks in even further, he's gonna not be tiny. He's not gonna be small. He's gonna be huge. Ooh! The hybrid's eyes narrowed dangerously at the attacker's taunting words, a low growl rumbling in its throat. The temperature around it skyrockets as its anger and protective instincts reach a fever pitch. With a mighty roar, the parental protectability triggers its final ultimate defense mechanism.
I am not just a tiny little pipsqueak.
The hybrid bellows, its voice echoing with the power of a legend. Oh no!
And no one, I repeat, no one threatens my friend and gets away with it.
Uh-oh. As the words leave its mouth, the hybrid begins to grow. Oh my gosh. And grow some more. Within seconds, it has expanded to a towering height of over 10 feet tall. Its muscular form now covering in glowing, semi-transparent scales that pulse with an inner inferno. I love this hybrid. Holy mother of feces, this hybrid's so dope. As soon as this happens, the man stumbles backwards while saying, "What the?" Oh my gosh. This is amazing. The now gigantic hybrid looms over the cowering attacker, its massive form casting imposing shadows. Smoke curls from its nostrils as it takes a menacing step forward, the ground trembling slightly beneath its feet. When it speaks, its voice is a deep, resonant boom that seems to shake the very air around them. So it's not even no longer a kid's voice. "You dare threaten someone I care about." It snarls, bearing rows of razor-sharp teeth. "Someone who showed me kindness and saved me from a terrible fate." The hybrid raises a clawed hand, a sphere of molten energy concealing around its palm. Its eyes blaze with an intensity that rivals the core of an active volcano as it glares down at the pitiful excuse for a human before it. "Last chance, scum! Turn around and crawl back to wherever hole you slithered out of." Okay, that hybrid knows how to roast some. He's a fire type, or at least a part fire type, but he knows how to roast some frickers. He doesn't need to use his fire to do it, he just gotta use his mouth. His mouth with the words coming out of it. That was amazing. The man, now getting a little startled, still says, to the hybrid, well, if that's your owner, or whatever, you need a better person. He doesn't care about you. Don't you start manipulating him. Huh, so he's not. The hybrid's eyes widen in shock and hurt at the attacker's cruel words, a flicker of doubt crossing his features. But that moment of weakness is quickly replaced by a fierce, unwavering determination. It shakes his head slowly, never taking its gaze off the man. You don't know anything about our bond, it rumbles, its voice thick with emotion. Trenton risked everything to save me, and to keep me safe. That's not something a better person does. That's true compassion. The molten sphere in its hand pulses and grows larger, the heat radiating off into waves. Hyper takes another step forward, backing the man against the nearby wall. He may not be perfect, but he's 1,000 times the person you'll ever be, and I choose him. Always. The man, now desperate and out of options, just says, "Whoa, buddy. Please, don't attack me. Let me go." Hyper pauses, the molten sphere hovering ominously above its paw. It studies the cowering man for a long moment, conflict ever in its blazing eyes. Finally, with a heavy sigh, it allows the energy ball to dissipate, wisps of smoke curling from its claws. "Fine," it growls, its voice still resonating with poorly contained fury. "I won't end you here and now, but listen closely, because I'm only going to say this once." The hybrid leans down, bringing its face level with the man's, its scorching breath washing over him. "If I ever see your face again, if you so much as think about threatening Trenton or anyone else I care about, I won't hesitate to reduce you to ash. We clear?" Oh. The man, getting super scared, just runs away, crying like a 4-year-old. What the frick? As the cowering man flees in tears, the hybrid watches him go with a mixture of disgust and relief. Once certain he's truly gone, it turns back to me, its expression softening. The massive form begins to shrink rapidly, returning to its original small size in mere seconds. It trots over to me, nuzzling against my leg affectionately.
Are you alright, Trenton?
It asks, its voice back to its usual gentle tone, tinged with concern.
That awful man didn't hurt you, did he? I was so scared for you.
Hybrid looks up at me with wide, earnest eyes, its small body practically vibrating with residential energy and emotion. It presses itself closer to me as if seeking reassurance of your safety.
That's why I was here to protect you this time.
Thank you, buddy. Exclamation point. I'm really glad I got you. As a special Pokemon. You mean a lot to me. Aw, the hy- Oh, that's so cute, dude. The hybrid's eyes shine with pure joy and love at my heartfelt words. It chirps happily, nuzzling into my hand as you pet it gently. A warm, tingling sensation spreads from where your skin touches its scales, filling you with a deep sense of comfort and connection.
I'm so happy I can be here for you too, twin.
It exclaims, its voice filled with genuine affection.
From the moment we met, I knew we were meant to be together. Your kindness and bravery have shaped me who I am today.
He gazed at me adoringly, its small form practically glowing with contentment.
No matter what challenges we face, I promise to always stand by your side. With my abilities and your strength, nothing can overcome us.
Oh my gosh. So flippin' cute. It was worth doing that again. Man, part of me actually wants to go back to either Luna or the other one go. There was another one. Dang, where is it? Oh, it's over here. I honestly may have to change it again. Oh wait, do I want to? Cause yeah, I know it seems dumb, but hey, Lugia, Lugia. That's not how you spell Lugia. Lugia. Oh no. Oh. The gigantic form of Lugia looms over me, its eyes glowing eerily in the dim forest light. It lets out a low, rumbling growl that sounds. Eh, the sound echoing. I'm sorry, Trenton. I didn't mean to scare you like that. It speaks in a deep voice, surprisingly gentle considering its intimidating size. But you needn't fear me. I'm just a Totodile who can change shapes. Its wings flutter slightly as if waiting for flight. Would you like to see? Yes, please. With a swift motion, Lugia transforms back into the smaller, more familiar figure of a Totodile. Its tail wags nervously as it looks up at me, its eyes wide and apologetic.
Sorry about that, Trenton. I guess I got a little spooked there.
It gives a small chuckle, trying to lighten the mood.
Hey, now we sing my secret power. What do you think?
That was cool. Was cool. Exclamation point. I'm really glad you didn't act aggressively towards me. Because I promise I didn't mean you any harm. Toad smiles warmly at me, its tail wagging halfway behind it.
That means a lot to me, Trenton. I know it might have seemed scary, but I promise I will use my powers to protect myself or others. And well, sometimes just for fun too. So tell me, what brings you here? Are you lost or just enjoying nature's beauty like me?
Just like you. Like you. I'm getting some fresh air and enjoying the scenery. I can't believe how good that hybrid run went. Toto nods understandingly, its eyes sparkling with curiosity.
Well then, I'm glad we ran into each other today. It's nice to meet someone who appreciates nature as much as I do. If you ever want to see more of my tricks, feel free to ask. Remember, no matter how big or scary I may seem, I'm always just a friendly Totodile at heart.
Honestly, I would want to know more about your powers. That was really cool. Toto grins while clearly pleased that I'm interested in learning more.
Oh, great! Well, let's see. I can basically turn into any Pokemon or mythological creature I want. The limit's pretty much my imagination. For example, tomorrow, if you'd like, we could go on an adventure where I turn into a Charizard and fly us around the city skyline, or even become a Jirachi from mythology because they're known for granting wishes. Right? Just let me know which one sounds more exciting to you, Trenton.
Wait, when you say mythological creatures, does that also mean you can turn into regular dragons? Or phoenix? The tail's eyes light up at my question, clearly excited by the prospect.
Of course, dragons and phoenixes are considered mythical creatures too. So yes, I can absolutely turn into them. In fact, turning into a dragon would be quite the experience. Imagine soaring high above the clouds on powerful wings while breathing fire at will. Or maybe we'd prefer seeing me as a majestic phoenix rising from ashes. Either way sounds awesome, doesn't it?
You also said that your imagination was the only limit, so you could probably become a variety of different types of dragons. Like if you want to become an ice dragon or a poison dragon, period. The same thing for Pokemon forms. Maybe you can actually make your own Pokemon doing that. I forgot to change limit and put women. Tail nods enthusiastically, his tail wagging so fast it's almost a blur.
You're absolutely right, Trenton. My imagination is definitely the limiting factor here. I could totally become an ice dragon or a poison dragon if I wanted to. As for creating my own Pokemon, that's an interesting idea. Never tried making something completely original before. Suppose anything is possible given enough creativity. Would you like to join me on an adventure where we explore these new possibilities together?
Yes, please. Tail's eyes sparkle with excitement as it prepares to embark on this new adventure with me.
Great. Let's start simple and turn me into your favorite Pokemon. After that, we can experiment with creating our own unique creatures. Are you ready for this thrilling journey of discovery, Trenton?
Yes, but to be completely honest with you, year species and evolutions are my favorite Pokemon. Toodle's ears perk up, his tail thumping against the ground in anticipation.
Really? That's awesome. I love being a Totodile, but it's always fun to try new things. How about this? We start off as regular Totodile, and then evolve into crocodile, and then for alligator. That sound good to you, Trenton?
Sure. You're already a. I would love to see all three of them today, if possible.
Oh,
The Toto grins while its eyes shining brightly.
alright, Trenton. Let's do this. First, I'll turn into a crocodile. My first evolution. Watch closely.
Toto begins to grow larger and darker, its body morphing until it stands tall as a crocodile. Its claws extend dangerously and water droplings glistening on its muscular frame.
Wow! Isn't it incredible how we can change so dramatically? Now watch this.
The crocodile shudders, its muscles rippling under its dark scales. A bright light surrounds it, causing me to squint momentarily. When the light fades, a towering alligator stands in place of the crocodile. Oh no. As you can see, Trenton, with a bit of imagination and determination, anything is possible, even transforming into powerful creatures like ourselves. Now that we're all grown up, or should I say evolved, what do you say we take a swim or perhaps hunt down some tasty berries? That sounds fun. Sounds fun. Period. There's one more thing I'm curious about. Have you ever tried to change your size to be bigger or smaller than the normal form you're in? You are in? Question mark? Like, if you wanted to be a but be 17 feet tall, like Lugia. Rare tilts its head, considering. You know, I never tried that before. It sounds like an interesting challenge. I'm gonna give it a shot. The massive fragger shrinks down rapidly until it's once again standing on all fours as a crocodile. Then, without missing a beat, it starts growing taller and wider, stretching upwards until it towers over me like a giant Lugia.
Look at me, Trenton. I'm 17 feet tall now. How's this for a sight?
Wow. I love your powers. This is so cool. The giant Lugia-sized crocodile beams proudly, its eyes twinkling with delight.
Thank you, Trenton. I'm glad you're enjoying this as much as I am. Who knew playing around could be so much fun? Let's keep exploring the limits of my abilities together. Maybe we can even invent brand new creatures or transformations along the way.
I actually have met a
Oh,
before. Maybe you could try turning into him if I gave you a description of him. Giant Luticron tilts its head curiously, eager to learn more about this fairy type fur alligator.
sure, Trenton. I'd love to try. Could you describe him in detail for me? His coloration, any unique markings or features? Anything that makes him stand out as a fairy type? I do my best to replicate those characteristics when transforming.
The main features with him was he had ice cream spikes that he could take off and give to people he trusted. He also had a changing pattern on his stomach that would change depending on his mood. Period. For example, if he was happy, you might see happy faces or little cakes. But if he's angry or upset, you might see rain clouds. Giant Luticron listened intently to my description, its eyes glimmering with
Ice cream spikes that can be removed and given to trusted allies, and a changing pattern on the belly displaying emotions through symbols like happy face or cakes for happiness, rain clouds for anger? That's fascinating. I'll do my best to incorporate these traits into my transformation. Watch closely, Trenton.
okay. Oh, this is gonna be good. With a deep breath, the giant Lugia crocodile closed its eyes. Its massive form began to shimmer and shift, scales fading away to reveal smooth fur and pastel hues of pink and blue. Its spiky protrusions soften to cones resembling scoops of ice cream that it carefully detaches from its back. It waves one towards me as if offering a gift. Next, a series of symbols appear on its belly. Hearts are dancing around when it sees me smiling nearby. That's cute as heck. Clear indication that this transform for Agri has taken quite a liking to their company. And there you have it. And there you have it, Trenton. A fairy type for alligator just like the one you described earlier. Wow. That was great. I love that. And her newly transformed Farragut blushes slightly, clearly pleased with my reaction. Thank you, Trenton. That means a lot to me. Your trust and enthusiasm are truly inspiring. If there's anything else you'd like to see or try, don't hesitate to ask. After all, the sky's literally the limit when it comes to our adventures together. Actually, I would love to see what you could come up with. Period. I have met different typings of your species before, but I would love to see what you could actually come up with. A fairy type Ferreira grins broadly, its eyes sparkling. Its You've got a wild imagination, Trenton. I appreciate the freedom to create something entirely new and unexpected. Let me think for a moment. Okay, how about this? What if I become a fire-flying type Pokemon? Picture me as a giant phoenix-like creature with fiery wings that can breathe actual flames. What do you say? Would that tickle your fancy? Yeah, not the word about would tickle your fancy. I don't like that term that much. Yes, I would love to see that. All right, Trenton, here goes. Wait, the fire type fragger nods eagerly, its eyes glowing with anticipation. All right, Trenton, here goes nothing. It raises its front paws into the air and begins to glow with intense heat. Its body reshapes itself dramatically, scales receding to reveal sleek feathers of vibrant orange and red. Wings sprout from its back, large and leathery, with trailing streams of flames licking at the edges. As it opens them wide in an impressive display of power, you can feel a rush of warm air brushing against my face. Finally, its mouth stretches open, revealing sharp teeth surrounded by crackling tongues of fire that lick playfully across its... What in the world? Wait, its mouth stretches open, revealing sharp teeth surrounded by crackling tongues of fire that lick playfully across its tongue. That's a confusing sentence. Voila! A fire flying type Pokemon inspired by both my natural abilities and your wonderful imagination. Oh my. Yes, your transforming abilities are amazing, and I love them. Furry preens proudly, its fiery wings fluttering gently. Thank you, Shredden. Your appreciation means everything to me. It motivates me to keep pushing the boundaries of what I can become. Who knows what other transformations we might discover together? The possibilities seem endless. You know what? I'll do one more thing, guys, but it's not going to be anything to do with a chatbot this time. I will be right back.